Affirmative.
It is time for us to once again speculate into the future of Star Trek Discovery in their final season. The next episode, episode number 5, is Mirrors, and we have some things that we've been pondering right here. And we have our good buddy, VHS Jace, who's always there live every Friday at 9 p.m., joining us in all the excitement for Star Trek Discovery Season 5. VHS Jace, what is your theory?
Oh, well, firstly, I just want to thank you guys for allowing me an opportunity to be on this show and express my theory. It's very humbling. Thank you. Well, my theory is really around Saru. Firstly, he's going to get naked in this episode. Then we're going to come across the Vulcan mill, and they're both just...
Whoa. I don't think we could go with those theories. All right. I'm going to have to put him out.
No.
All right. So he'll be back on Friday with us, and he's going to have a blast. We're going to do a lot of fun things there. No. All right. Jace, it's wormholes. Yeah. We are.
I thought he was just talking about that.
No, I don't know what he was talking about. He has a lot of hand gestures. It was some wild stuff going on there. Yeah, no, seriously, we've got the return of the wormhole. I think it's the Deep Space Nine wormhole because it's 900 years later. My theory is that the Deep Space Nine station, Torak Nor, was destroyed by some mishap with the temporal vortex and so on. And I think that it's probably destroyed by some Breen excursion. But the celestial prophets are probably still in the wormhole, and we may get a nice surprise from our good old buddies, the Celestial Temple Prophets. What do you think?
Well, the name of the episode is Mirrors.
Yep.
So I think that we're going to see that Connie that we saw in the trailer, and I think that's going to be the Defiant from the original series, the one that that the Tholians, not the Tholians. Was it the Tholians? I don't remember. But yeah, the one that Archer and them found in the alternate universe, and then the Empress got a hold of. I think that is going to be there because if you remember some of the previews that we saw before, you can see the Terran Empire logo in the background on some of them.
Right.
So I think that's how it's going to work out.
So you don't believe it's like Prime Lorca on the Enterprise?
No.
What was the Enterprise that the Pike Enterprise?
The Enterprise.
It's just the Enterprise, yes.
It's just the Enterprise.
It's just the Enterprise. You don't think it's like just the Prime Lorca on the Enterprise in the alternate universe Enterprise?
Nope. I don't think we're going to see Lorca again. I think Lorca's, we'll never see him again.
Okay. Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, that Defiant just kind of gets like space docked, right?
They use it for a while and then they retrofit it. But it was bouncing back and forth between time and dimensions for quite some time. So who knows? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Discovery is the one that sends it to the alternate dimension.
Wow. And alternate dimension and then in the past, because it's Archer's time. That's before.
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting. So, I mean, I'm going to lean. Well, the wormhole is probably going to be the catalyst to take us there. So maybe this isn't the Deep Space Nine wormhole, but maybe it's another one that can take us across space and time and solidify all those theories on your end. But what would that have to do with the progenitors? That's the only thing. Like, I can see the progenitors using the wormhole to like hide another thing. And maybe that other thing is on the Defiant.
Maybe so.
Questions. But what would you?
I don't know. Maybe they accidentally come across the Defiant while they're trying to open up some kind of subspace bubble. Because Star Trek is funny that way. There's always subspace bubbles or subspace pockets.
Yeah.
Or subspace zippers, or I don't know. Lots of clothing related things that goes with subspace. A subspace sock. A subspace shoebox.
Sir, we've entered a subspace sock. What? Do you think they ever do that, like behind the scenes? They go, "We did what? Who wrote
Yeah,
this?"
oh, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they
Yeah.
do. Yeah, they'd have to.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be fun regardless of what it is. But if you're thinking, I think they're going to hold off on the Defiant or the ISS Enterprise, depending on your ideal. It was one of our early. You okay? You're getting a little gray there. There you go.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, did you just go through a subspace socket?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your coloring was like weird for a second. So
Your
no.
coloring was weird for a second.
So in all honesty, you don't think they would hold that for like the big hurrah at the end? Because you know they're going to go out with a bang for the last episode.
I don't know. I just think mirrors. I think mirror universe. I see the Defiant. If they're going to bring it in at this point, it's going to be this episode.
And do you think? Well, who do you think is going to be the captain of that ship?
I don't think there's going to be anybody on board.
It's going to be an empty ship, just hanging out.
It's going to be an empty ship. I don't know. Maybe we'll have Paul Wesley Kirk at one point going in a spacesuit.
That would be amazing.
That would be kind of fun, just have Burnham just sitting there going, "Who's that?"
I think that would be interesting. I don't think they're going to do that, but I think that would be an interesting way to
that would be kind of fun, though.
Yeah, but I'm very curious to see who's on that ship. Maybe it's taken over by Klingons, and they ended up, mistakenly ended up in the wormhole, or maybe
more.
What?
Or
maybe it's it's the Cardassians.
The Kardashians.
Kim and Chloe just took over the Enterprise. No, I mean, think about it. The Cardassians were a part of the original Progenitor saga. We've seen the Romulan that was connected to that, and we haven't seen any of the other species that were connected in that whole race. We know Picard and the humans, obviously, but we haven't seen anything from the Klingons nor the Cardassians. So could be they, in that universe, they took over the Enterprise, and that's why it's coming across here. They messed up and went into the wormhole and ended up on the sour side of things and 900 years in the future.
Could be. They've been doing a lot of Deep Space Nine deep cuts. So, I mean, why not? Why not?
Well,
I just think you're wrong. That's all.
I don't think I'm wrong. I was the one that was right. I just want to remind you, even though I was mistakenly right with the Progenitor.
We're right on accident.
That's like right.
That's like a broken clock being right twice a day.
Yeah, it is though. It happens, and it's good when it happens because it was my mistake that was right. So I'll take it. I am so excited to talk with VHS and you this Friday at 9 p.m. Live on this channel to get into all the wonderful things that are going to be happening in this episode, Mirrors for Star Trek Discovery Season 5, Episode 5. I think that we may have a reflection of ourselves in this episode. I think that we're going to be diving deep and we're going to get the answers to some of the mystery box. The puzzle will open and things will be revealed one step and one episode at a time. So it's going to be so much fun. Is there anything that you're hoping doesn't happen? Is there like, oh God, don't do this? Like the Borg. Imagine if it's the Borg.
Yeah, no Borg. No Borg. Please, no Borg. No, I'll be. I don't know. I see very few things that would disappoint me. I've been very impressed with the season of Discovery so far. I actually think it's shaping up to be their strongest season ever. So they're going out on top, and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah. That's true. Well, that's going to wrap it up. You can check out some of our other videos like last week's episode 4 that we talked about. A lot of fun there. Please go check it out and be sure to like, share, and subscribe because that helps us out in a lot of ways. And our good buddy VHS Chase and you and myself will be together in person this May 31st through June 2nd at Trek Long Island 2, hanging out with Melissa Navia, Ethan Phillips, Armin Shimmerman, and all the people from Star Trek in various iterations all throughout space and time, hanging out with some other podcasters, hanging out with authors, hanging out with unbelievable singers, hanging out with so many wonderful people. And in fact, the villain, Elias Tufexis, is going to be there, and Tara is going to be there. So it's going to be a blast. Be sure to buy your tickets. They're available now, and we'll see you next time. Peace.